so I guess we can start it up. Y'all ready to make this thing happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you have success earlier in your testing?
We did. We did. I was very happy about that. But
Excellent.
How long are we going on for, bro? So I know like when to start cutting this short.
we're gonna go for an hour tonight. Maybe a little bit less,
Mm,
maybe like 50 minutes or so. I don't want to go too much past 11.
yeah, same here actually.
Let me pop the screen out. All right. All right. So we're live. Hello, everybody. Um, Welcome to the Culture Potion podcast. I'm your host as always. Um, with me today, is my good friend Noonie. Noonie, say what's up.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And also, with me as always, Neff. Neff, say what's up.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Good to see you. Or hear
Good,
you.
good, good. Um, so what has everybody been playing this week?
Well, I have went back to Cyberpunk as I usually always do. I've been playing that a lot.
Really? Has it gotten any
Uh,
better for you?
yeah, yeah. I got it on PC, so I'm always modding. Like for all the problems that the game has, there's most likely a mod that's fixing it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing. I'm so glad that there's people doing that because I don't think the developers are doing it quickly enough.
No, especially for a
You know
game
what?
that popular.
What's interesting enough is I believe there was like a news article. I didn't get to read into it, but they were saying something about like the next gen Witcher update's gonna have possibly like mods from the community like in it.
Mm-hmm. I love The Witcher.
Yeah. So that makes me wonder like maybe they'll do the same thing for Cyberpunk because there's a lot of fixes for some of the problems that game has.
Yeah, it's
That
I can't really speak to the computer experience because I have it on I've been playing it on Series X. Um and it was good. It just the bugs were really really rough. There was some really rough bugs in that game.
was enough to make it not fun.
Yeah. It was enough to
Mm.
make
Yeah.
it like even my brother was like, "Yeah, I'm going to wait till, it gets fixed to play it." And that's kind of sad because it's a great game. I really enjoyed it. It kind of embodied everything I wanted from a cyberpunk game. Um,
Yeah. Like I've only played it on PC, but sometimes I imagine like the people who got it for like base PS4 and Xbox, right? And
mhm.
what their experience was like. I can only imagine like it threw them way off, and they probably dumped the game in the trash, right?
I mean,
Oh
Because
yeah,
I've heard it
no
was
more.
like worse, like on the base stations.
it,
Yeah,
it
the
had
refunds made they take it off the store.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
it had crazy refunds.
You know what? And then like even with all that, like there was like an article. I forgot how much they made, but they made still like shit tons of money, even with all the refunds,
They
and
did.
that's wild.
Yeah, no, they did. It was kind of crazy. I'm actually trying to fix my microphone right now, so thanks for letting us know. But yeah, continue talking about what y'all playing for the weekend. I'm gonna fix that real fast.
I've been playing through Genshin still. They had two new updates that went in recently. Free. It's been really good, I have to say. All the free events and content that Genshin's thrown in has been excellent lately.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah,
Nice.
there's a housing system now, which is crazy. They inputted a whole island for you to do what you want with. So that's been fun to play through.
Oh, that's awesome.
So so a lot more creativity now, like especially with the houses. Like I'm probably assuming like you can put add in like different furniture and
Yeah, you can chop wood now, and it started like a crafting station in your house, and all kinds of neat stuff to that.
yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's brought a lot of different clientele to the game, hopefully, because the rating system and the wishing system still is such a pain. Such a pain.
How about you, John? What you been playing lately?
So right now I've been playing through console version of Rust. Which it's funny we started talking about Cyberpunk, and Rust is kind of in the same position. Um, where a lot of people, myself included, paid for early access, and game's been like almost broken. Like I've been playing it. It came out on Tuesday for early access for people who paid like for the special editions, and
Yeah.
it's to like broken is probably the nicest thing I could say. Like you know, a lot of input lag, and especially for a game like that where stuff is persistent, where you build a base and everything carries on when you're not there. Like I left the game to go to sleep, and like I was just I was like, all right, well, let me just make sure I did everything I needed to do. Close up my base, lock the doors or whatever, and I couldn't find my game. Like I couldn't find what server I was on. It just wouldn't show up. I couldn't join
Oh
another
no.
server. And then like
Oh
today,
man.
That's pain.
yeah, so it was super painful. So a little bit about this game to make this next point make sense is that all the servers wipe monthly, so people can't just amass stuff and just like be menaces. You have to play within that month, and then everything gets wiped, and you start again, right? And then some servers wipe on a different schedule,
Right.
but every server definitely wipes monthly. They had to do a wipe this afternoon to apply a patch to help fix things. And it just, that's rough, especially for somebody who paid for early access. Like
Oh,
that's rough.
that is rough. Is it
Like
released early access or is it like an alpha?
no, it's a release early access. So,
Oh,
this game comes out tomorrow. For everybody.
Ooh.
it's gonna be even worse. I hate to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been playing through that, and of course I bought the Mass Effect Ultimate Collection, which has been great.
how is that? Like I've been wanting to pull the trigger on that, bro, but I don't know. Something's kept me from doing it.
So
So
have you
how is it like compared to the older one?
have you ever played Mass Effect before?
I've played them all.
Okay, so one is fixed. It's not as janky to play. They applied a lot of the things from 2 and 3 to 1, like as far as like quality of life improvements. And
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just like graphical upgrades. So they actually even improved the mechanics.
yeah, yeah, because one
Okay.
one was
That's
pretty
nice.
damn it was pretty damn hard to go back to. I tried, and I was just like, yeah, can't do this. But now it's a lot better.
It's like going back and
Hmm.
playing Uncharted 1. And you're like,
Oof,
oh,
oof.
this is pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Another example in that line is KOTOR. Like going back and playing Knights of the Old Republic now. It's a great game. I love that game, but I don't think I can play it unless this is updated severely. I love that game
I
though.
haven't played that game in years.
Yeah, yeah, it's rough trying to go back. Maybe it's different on PC. Maybe I should try it on PC. I have it on Steam, so I should try it on PC.
No, no, it might be worse. It's
Yeah.
super
It
janky.
might be. It might be. All right, since we're talking about old games, do you guys play any retro systems? Have any retro systems or anything like that, or do you just stay modern?
Uh, I I'm sure I got a Nintendo 64 around here somewhere. I have uh I think a Super Nintendo. I think I got a Super Nintendo. Um, I want to say the original PlayStation, but I'm not too sure on that one. Uh,
Mm,
that's
that's a good one.
probably it. Now that off the top of my head, that's probably what I all I can think of. Like so, mostly the old Nintendo systems.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. Enough about yourself.
Let's see what I've got hanging around. I definitely have a Super Nintendo somewhere. PlayStation 3. My Vita is sitting at my feet. I have a Wii over there somewhere. Yeah, I have a Wii. And of course, my PS4 and Switch.
Oh God, oof. Man, this is so right here at my desk. I have a Turbo Duo that I need to fix. I got my GameCube here. But that's just here because I was testing it. Um, I got an Xbox One S and a Xbox One X here. I got my Arcade Legends like dual joystick, and it's pretty cool because it streams to my TV.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
then yeah, I have a Dreamcast, a Saturn, a Wii U. So I've Sega
Oh,
Genesis.
you have a Wii U.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Oh,
still got a Saturn?
dude.
Oh,
Dude, that's when you said that last week. I told you I was
that's
like,
hardcore.
man, I only have like 2 or 3 games for it, but because
Doesn't
those things,
matter.
yeah, doesn't matter. I got Fighters Mega Mix. I'm happy. Um, I,
my family made the mistake of selling most of ours. Like, I kid you not. Like, we had like a big bucket of like all those like old school like NES games and like even like the I believe the golden cartridges, which I do believe are worth money these days.
it's so funny to look at
We
that
had
stuff.
like what'd you say, John?
It's so funny to look at that stuff. Like the value,
Right.
especially over the pandemic, has skyrocketed for stuff like that.
It's crazy. I used to have a whole bucket of that stuff, and I ended up selling it at I think it was called Game Crazy at the time. I don't
Yeah,
know if you guys remember that. Shout out if you do.
I d- I remember that. That was hilarious. If we have some time later on, I have to tell you a Game Crazy story. I used to go to that store all the time,
Okay.
all the
Oh yeah.
time. Um, yeah, no, I still keep around like older stuff. It's fun to show like my kids what I played back in the day. Um,
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah, I got to throw up the video on Twitter of my daughter trying to play Pac-Man. It's hilarious because she was just like, "What the hell is this?" but but it's funny because she can play Fortnite, so you know,
Oh,
and
jeez.
yeah, I don't know, that breaks my brain, but for her, it's awesome. But no, back on the topic, it's pretty cool. I have a bunch of games for different systems. Um, I have a lot for Sega Genesis. That's kind of just amassed over the last couple of months. Um,
I'm quite the collector.
yeah, yeah. I also like on the side, so like, um, so older vintage video games on eBay. So I just come into
Oh.
this stuff and like some stuff I keep, some stuff I sell. It just depends. Um,
Okay,
That's
you
pretty cool.
answered a question I was gonna give you. I was gonna say like, do you go into like disc replays and like look for like the older games, or it's just like one of those like you just happen to be in a store or something and you see it?
dude, I go to disc replays. I go to thrift stores. Um I go to yard sales and stuff like that. And kind of
Oh,
like try to
nice.
hunt these things out. Um, I actually did pretty good last year with finding like stuff like it's weird. Like I know like it's a stigma behind going to like a Goodwill or um unique as the name of a thrift store here. I think when you get farther south
Oh,
and farther west, they're called Savers. Um,
that's a terrible stigma because Goodwill is awesome.
yeah, it
They
really
have the
is.
best.
It really
It
is,
really is.
actually.
It really is. It's an awesome place to go, and you should definitely support those folks. Because what they're doing is pretty important. But that's a topic for another time. Um, but yeah, I found like 50, $60 games for like $2, $3, and stuff like I would
Wow.
never think that
Wow.
had value. Like this horse racing game I found was like a $40, $50 Wii game. Who knew? I had no clue. You know?
Wow.
Still,
Yeah,
like, oh, that's crazy. That's a
yeah,
good find.
yeah. I mean, and then like the stuff that like has crazy value, like NCAA football 14 has crazy value. I think that game is like disc only, going for like almost $100.
Yeah, the fact that you said the 14, like this might not be the same thing, but I remember something about a football game and it had the 14 in the name. Like it goes for like crazy prices. You probably talking about the same thing here.
Yeah, probably most definitely talking about the same thing.
That's wild. But hey, them older sports games were nice back in the day.
Oh, for
Madden
sure.
and the
So,
Super NES was the best Madden.
Oh,
right.
so I grew up. That's funny. I grew up a Sega person. So like my game was Sega Sports Football. I can't remember the name of it. I might have to look it up in a second. Um, but it had Deion Sanders.
Mm.
Um, and it was funny because my brother used to hate it because like what we would do is if you get to a certain point, you get ahead of somebody, you can press a button and he'll be like, "See ya." He starts high stepping. Oh yeah, NFL '95 was one. Um, Man, that caused so many fights in my house because I would do that and my brother would immediately like lean over and try to punch me. It's hilarious. You know what? I'm gonna go antagonize him about that later on today. He's gonna be
Another good
mad.
one like that is Blitz. Blitz was really fun.
Oh
'Cause Blitz
yeah,
was
yeah.
crazy.
Blitz was great.
You
Yeah.
just throw your teammates all over the team, and then after the play is over, you could pick them up and throw them on the ground again. It was great.
Oh, that was awesome.
Excellent football game. Excellent.
That and NBA Jam was crazy too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
another good
god.
one.
Oh my god, that was a great game. I have that loaded up on this arcade system. Blitz, Jam, the hockey one I can't remember the name of. Um, Somebody's gonna watch this, or somebody will be in the stream like, yeah, that's so and so, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I can't remember the name of it. Um, yeah, man, like y'all. So we're gonna go just slightly off, but for a couple minutes. Y'all remember going to arcades back in the day?
Hell yes. That was
Yes,
amazingly fun in the summer here.
that was an experience.
It really was.
Yes.
It, I remember
It's like
like,
a huge one down here. It was so sad when it closed.
man, they had one in this mall, like it was just like an empty storefront, but they filled it with arcade games. Over in Landmark Mall in Virginia, and we used to go there like soon as they open on Saturdays. Like mom would go shopping and she would just like drop me and my brother off with like like a roll of quarters or whatever. And man, we used
And
to
you
play
lost every single one of those quarters.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Didn't last an hour.
It wouldn't be a job well done if it didn't.
Right, right. I mean, my mom wasn't mad. She knew what
Yeah.
was going to happen. She already knew. This quarter's gone. um, what is a
What was your
game?
favorite game?
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say that. Um, man, such an interesting question because I think it has so many different answers for me. Um, if I had to say one game I constantly play every time I see it, it's probably Miss Pac-Man. Um,
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I have to.
you
That's a
have
good
to.
answer.
Yeah, you have to.
It's Pac-Man. Like you have to. You move past that, you gotta play it.
Yeah, you gotta play it. Galaga was another one which I really enjoyed. The light
Oh,
gun
that's one of my
games.
top favorites.
Oh
Yes.
really? Oh man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, one of my
Oh,
top favorites.
House of Dead.
House, yes,
Damn it.
yes, yes. With his cheesy acting. Um, I loved
You
that
know, the
game.
Simpsons beat 'em up game. Simpsons beat 'em up.
You know what? You couldn't go to a not Toys R Us. You couldn't go to a Chuck E. Cheese without playing that game.
Of course.
You know, like
Of
I,
course.
I feel like that and that Sonic fighting game. You remember that one?
yeah, I remember that. That X-Men, Turtles.
Oh no, that's a good one. The Turtles. Yep.
Um, so when I became a teenager, I got into the Dance Dance Revolution games, and those are
Nice.
interesting. Yeah, those are pretty good. But you had to go to like the upscale, like the story I told you about the arcade. They didn't have Dance Dance Revolution, but like you had to go to like the really like fancy arcades to play that because they like your Dave and Buster's, and I can't remember the other chain that was like Dave and Buster's, but I guess they got bought by Dave and Buster's. I can't remember. Um,
Even those, there's only like one left around here.
yeah, it's only
It's huge though. It's huge.
I think it's three of them now. I think it's three
Like
of
it's
them.
like a complex.
Yeah, but like some of the games they have, that you have to have the space for it. Like those things are
Mm.
massive. Like they had this
When you start to get motion sickness, it's like,
yeah. Yeah, you're like, yeah, I don't know about this. Me and my daughter got one of those ride simulators, and
oh no.
I started to feel like, whoa, I don't know if I could do this.
Mm-mm.
Um, I think I had to press the button. It was hilarious, cause she was laughing at me, But yeah, man, like,
I feel I feel like I remember like my arcade days. Like I remember playing Golden Axe a lot. I played that with my older brothers. I can't remember which Golden Axe it was, but you guys was all running around. I don't know if that was the 4-player one or 6-player one, but it was that. I want to say maybe Sega GT. It was one of the car ones that's like typically always in arcades.
Sega
Mm.
GT
Um,
was good. It was really good.
what else? But my favorite of all time has to be Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Mm. Yes. Yes.
Oh, great
Excellent
Yeah,
game.
choice.
Great game.
yeah, that was like the number one game to play in the arcades.
Well,
Shoot.
that's still there.
All right, so I got another question. What was the weirdest arcade game that you played and like have like really good memories about?
Oh,
Mm.
that's a hard one. Um,
That's what we're here for. We ask the hard questions, I guess.
let me see here.
Oh no. Weird.
Honestly, this is gonna sound funny, but probably honestly Dig Dug for me. Like I
That's-
like I really like the first time I think I got on Dig Dug, I just did not know what the hell to do. Like like I was never like I never had heard of the game or anything like that. Got on it, and I'm just kind of like moving through this dirt, like. But more and more I played it, I began to enjoy it. So I don't know, it's kind of up there for me with Pac-Man, I guess. But I'll say I won't. I don't think it has like the momentum Pac-Man has for me. Like where if I see it, I have to play it.
No,
Like it's just if I've played everything else and I haven't played that one, maybe then you know.
you'd go to it.
Yeah.
You know what was weird? The fishing games. I said it. A lot of people like them. I think it's weird. Okay. Anything to
Bass
make you just sit
fishing.
idle, waiting for a fish to bite my hook.
Yeah, yeah. And they used to have like the like dramatic voice too, like fish. You're like, what is going on? And nobody that's excited about fishing. Nobody in the world is as excited about fishing. Not even fishermen are this excited about fishing. That game used to trip me out too. But for the weirdest one for me, Dig Dug's a good one because that game the music will stop playing. Like it usually it had like the foreground music and the background music. So when you move the joystick, the music like goes. So if you stop moving the joystick, the music stops. That was weird. Um, Probably the weirdest one for me that I really enjoyed. Um, I think honestly, I think it has to be House of the Dead because that voice acting is it's so cheesy. It's so like B horror movie, but
It's epic.
it's so
It's epic
good.
enough that you remember it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Bought it on the Dreamcast. I
With
had
the
to.
Shenmue voice acting.
Yeah, Uh, you'll never forget it. It's something that you'll remember, till you pass away. It's crazy.
To my knowledge, I do believe they have like a remake coming out or something like that of House of the Dead.
I think I saw that.
They do, actually.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. I don't know
I
how you.
remember seeing Maximilian talking about it.
Yes, that's who was talking about it. It's a
Yeah.
great channel. Let's see.
That's a great channel.
Oh yeah, here's their website.
So
Oh,
yeah, like I want to also say like, but I can't remember if I played it in the arcades or if it even was in the arcades or was it console. But I was gonna say Time Splitters. I don't know if you guys heard of that one.
No.
oh, that's getting remade.
Is it?
Finally, yes. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They announced it last
Wow.
night that they were rebuilding the studio and gonna remake Time Splitters.
Oh, I got yes. Okay, I know what I'm doing after this.
Yeah. Try to go figure that out.
Yeah.
Um,
Here you go. Here's a link for you.
yeah. Oh, that's the new Time Splitters code. Sweet, man. While we got a couple more minutes to talk about retro games. What was the first PC game that you ever played?
Whoa.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. With throwing it back tonight, don't if you wasn't ready for to go back in time, I don't know what to tell you. Get your DeLorean charged up.
I
Oh man, I'm gonna age myself.
oh
Totally.
god. I I know I probably played something earlier than this, but off the top of my head, I want to say Mist.
Ooh. So funny enough, I just found that and the sequel to that um in a unique thrift store thrift store. I bought I think it was like $3 for both games or something like that. So I just bought them both.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, you be getting those sweet deals.
Man, I be coming up, bro. Coming up. It's the gift my mama gave me. The gift of fine deals.
I know there's probably I know there's probably something I played earlier, but that's like the only thing that comes to mind right now. Like is Mist. I remember playing that. It's another one of those games where like I kind of got frustrated because of the puzzle aspect and not knowing where to go. I'll just say for the record that I do not mind a little bit of hand holding in my games. You know, if it's like
Yeah,
some
you don't
Ultra
mind.
Legend of Zelda, like where they don't hold your hand almost at all, then it might frustrate me, and I'll probably keep it moving. So there's a little bit of hand holding I actually love in my games, just a little bit.
That's the reason I don't like Ori. I think it looks so good, but it's so frustrating to me. I don't want to play it.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna answer your question because it's a doozy.
Yeah, if you, I can go first if
In
you want some
PC
time.
game. No,
Cause
no, it's okay. It was Tomb Raider for Windows 95.
oh, nice.
oh my god.
That's what I played
Oh,
first. It's the first one. It was so fun.
I'm having flashbacks of bears hitting me.
It was so fun.
Terrible. Ooh, terrible. I remember the first time I got killed by a bear. You're just like, what the hell am I supposed to do to this thing? Shoot it until it dies. It might take you 5 minutes, but just shoot it. Just keep shooting it.
It most certainly took you like 10 minutes.
All right. You're just like, yo, this thing won't die. What's going on? Um, wow. Don't feel bad, Neff, because I'm about to make myself look super old with my answer. The first game I remember playing was a snake game where you had to eat the dots and snake becomes
The
longer.
dots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it
You can play
was
that online right
yeah,
now. It's great.
it's crazy like how far things have come. It was so old that it was in basic and you had to like know the command to start it. Like
Hell yeah. It's DOS.
You know what? I just realized I think this might actually be the first PC game I ever played, technically, and it would be the Oregon Trail.
dude, everybody played the Oregon Trail.
Oh yeah,
Be-
that's right. Holy crap.
yeah, because they and I was just about to say that right, like because they had
That's
us
totally
playing
the
that in
first
school.
one.
Same.
Jeez.
Everybody dies in dysentery.
In Carmen, San Diego.
Carmen San Diego.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's a good one.
That was my game.
Dang. Completely forgot about that, man.
I have that game on
The floppy disks.
oh floppy disk. That's one thing I'm glad that we don't have to deal with anymore. Cause those things used to suck. They got like corrupted. You were like so upset.
Yep.
I mean, I guess it's the same thing with like VHS tapes and stuff like that. Like it's so funny. My kids will never know that. Like never know that life. I don't even think my daughter realizes what a CD is at times. Um, like
Makes me think of blowing out cartridges to get them
man,
working.
man. My brother used to. It's a funny story. My brother used to have this ability. I don't know what he used to do, but he would always be able, or at least like he did it like constantly enough where it was annoying, and we got into mad fights about it. Um, where he would look at the TV, or maybe I just had a flaky Nintendo. I don't know. And he'd be like, mess up, and the damn thing would mess up every time. Like I'd be playing Mario 3, be on like World 7, and he'd be like, mess up, and it would mess up every time, start flickering. And I'm just like, oh, so I had to, take the cartridge out, blow on it, put it back in. It would work, and he would come by 10 minutes later and do the same damn thing. He caught a lot of beatings for that. Used to fight that dude all the time about that. It was terrible.
The strain is bad. It seems like you're dropping frames.
Yeah, I see. I'm looking now. I can kind of see it.
Is your internet buggering?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Like it seems like 36%. Um, yeah, it's dropping.
Uh,
Oh, did I get kicked off?
Hmm.
Oh, you guys are back. I lost you guys for like a whole like 10, 15 seconds for a second, for a little bit.
No,
Okay, no problem.
internet again. So that happens.
Yeah, it does. Looks like it's picking back up now. So I can see.
True.
All right. Well, let's go into the next segment. Neff, I know you were going to talk about Final Fantasy because of a big news drop this week, right?
Yeah, they had the fan fest included. It was digital only. Um, they talked a lot about the new expansion coming out November 23rd. Good deal. Yoshi P came dressed as a Reaver onto the stage in true fashion. Every time they release a new class, he comes out on stage dressed as that class. It's great.
That's pretty cool.
He's such a showman. I have to say, the outfit is very Bloodborne. You know, you look at the characters from Bloodborne, it's what it looks like, and he's carrying a huge, which is be the weapon. So he's a showman.
Interesting.
I'm not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole, but it's certainly an interesting class. And I think that's the hardest class to play, to tell you the truth. But you know, some people love it. So
What class do
I'm
you?
on it because I want the
Yeah.
outfit.
So what classes do you usually play as?
I'm healer all the way. Usually, if I don't want to be up close. I want to be far away where it's safe and cozy. I like to heal though. That's my thing. That's what I've done since I first started playing. Pretty much.
You
have
have
the
now
same type
became
of
my new
class.
best friend.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
I
healing
love it.
buddies.
Healing buddy.
The way they treated my healer class that I want to change when the expansion comes out. So that'll be fun. There's a lot of good news. The fan fest was definitely something to check out if you're interested in the new expansion coming out. Check out their YouTube. Broke up the fan fest and they've already thrown it on YouTube.
All right. Yeah, man. One of these days I really need to get into 14. Like I don't know what's stopping me. Like I think it's like my
It's commitment. It's commitment to
yeah.
skills. Well, that's complete.
I totally lost Newly for a second there.
You said you lost us for a second, John?
Yeah, I lost you for a second. I could hear Neff, but I couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to check it out more. Like I mean I played it before, but like I get up to like a few beginner quests and I end up stopping.
Yeah, that happened.
I
But they do have like a dedicated healer class, all right?
Yeah, they have several. They're gonna add a fourth.
Nice.
4 different types. So there's a lot of variety. And they're pretty easy to play. I mean, I bitch about the class I left because it was a lot more complicated to play. And they kind of dummied it up. Now I'm like, well, now I'm bored.
Yo, so Nudie,
Man, how about
I was going to ask what classes do you?
go ahead, bro? I'm listening.
Yeah, what class do you usually play as?
Same as Nev, healer all day. I love
That's-
healing. Like that's just my thing. Like, and it is funny she mentioned something that also, like I like to sit back and help everybody. Like I'm not the man for the front lines. Like that's my even. Okay, so even if I don't play like a healer, right? I'll play like some kind of like maybe sorcerer or something because I know they're in the back and they're doing their damage or whatnot. You but I don't
Mhm.
have to get up close and personal.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving around when you're up close. A lot of moving around.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of moving around when you're like when those up close and personal types. Like it's a bit too much for me. Like I'd rather build and kind of like strategize in that kind of manner.
And there's some people who are really good at it, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
How about you, John?
Oh man, I can't answer this question. I really don't play MMOs, so I'm like the worst person to talk to about it. Um,
Oh,
Mm,
you ever tried one?
yeah, I've tried World of Warcraft. I've tried jeez, this is gonna date me so much, but Matrix Online was one I played.
Oh, that was great.
oh
Yeah,
man,
Dude, that was so
wow.
fun.
yeah, it was
And then
so
it was
cool.
boring really quick, but it was so fun at the beginning.
Yeah, it started out great and didn't end great. Um, what else have I tried? Um, I used to play a lot, and I don't know if this counts as an MMO, but I used to play a lot of Fantasy Star Online, and that was pretty cool.
Oh,
Uh,
I feel like that definitely does, and that's a great game. Did you get a chance to play that closed beta for the
For number
I don't
two.
know what you would yeah like I don't even know what you would call that, like some kind of like rendition to episode. Uh, wait, you said it was two, right? Yeah,
yeah, I think you're
like
right.
I
I
don't
think
even know what you call that.
2.5.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
think two point
2.5.
five. Yeah, I played a little bit of that. That's fun.
Like I have, but I got a disappointing story. Like I had put in um my I guess you could say application for the closed beta, and so when the beta got released for everybody to play, I checked what was going on because I had like no kind of emails confirming if I got in or out or whatnot, and I went back to my account, and it was like I never put it in the first place.
Oh no,
That was
like
pretty heartbreaking.
oh
So yeah, like because you have to go on I think it's called the Xbox Hub,
Oh.
um, and you have to join that up and join in for the closed beta. And so once you're joined in, it lets you know like what kind of betas and private private apps or whatever that you've been put in. So when I went back, um, it was I wanted. I'm like, that blows. So yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got to play it, but from what I've been hearing about it, it's amazing. It's definitely an upgrade towards the previous version of episode two.
yeah, it looks pretty cool. My brother plays a
So
lot
a
of
lot of
it.
people seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, my brother's played a lot of it. Um, I enjoyed it back in the day, so I don't see any reason why I wouldn't enjoy it now. But
I couldn't get into it. When it came on Steam, I played and I just couldn't. I don't know.
it's not
It
like
was
a
just
traditional MMO. And I think if you're like really into like traditional MMOs, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's a little different. Like, and then especially when I think about the older ones where you had to like join up with people and then go in, like instead of being just like an all out MMO where you're seeing everybody.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's definitely different, and then it's got a very unique kind of cyberpunkish sci-fi thing going on, and that might actually turn some people off. Like I have my cyberpunk moods, right, but I also have like my medieval moods where like nothing beats like a good medievalish like MMO to me, right, where you have your
yeah,
class like dwarves and
classic
and
fantasy.
warriors. You're right.
I agree. There's something to that.
Well,
Guys, we're going on 10:55.
yeah. So we got about 5 more minutes that we can continue for. Um, what are some things that you guys are looking forward to? I know E3 is coming up.
Mm. Yeah,
Okay, so
it should be fun.
m-
A lot of Nintendo apparently.
wait, so Nintendo's actually gonna be at E3 this time around?
I believe so. Or they're having their own thing
Nice.
at the same time.
Yeah, they're supposed to do something. Maybe they'll finally talk about Metroid Prime 4. Maybe. Um, Possibly Breath of the Wild 2. That seems like a good
Mm.
candidate for this year. Oh, there he is. Oh, we lost you
Oh,
for a second, dude.
all right. Welcome back.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I got booted off again.
It's all good.
But
And
you asked.
Nintendo's confirmed at E3.
Oh, okay, nice. I think you asked what are we looking forward to, right?
Right.
Mine's actually in a game, I guess. I was I'm looking forward to the new Modoc series that's coming out, I believe tomorrow on Hulu.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it looks funny, and if you guys didn't know, like Modoc's like if not the like one of my favorite all time Marvel characters. So I'm ultra
Mm,
excited about that one.
that's good. That sounds like something to check out.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
I
Um,
gotta find us time schedules because I'm wondering if it comes out like 12 a.m. like Eastern. Like I don't know Hulu's like schedule when it comes to stuff like that.
Um,
that's a good. That's
yeah,
a
you were waiting for those WandaVision.
yeah.
But how about you guys? What you looking forward to?
Um,
Honestly, Final Fantasy got me really hyped for the expansion to come out. So
Yo, when does that come
yeah,
out?
that's what I'm looking forward to. November, end of November.
Okay.
Got a little while to wait, but I'm okay with that. I'm enjoying the break.
Yeah. My backlog is way too long, and I need to start figuring out ways to cut through it. But it's all good. As far as it's something that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to E3. I'm really looking forward to the Battlefield 6 reveal. Um, just to see what they're going to bring to the table. It's a pretty, the first person online shooter um, genre is a very competitive place right now. You got Call of Duties.
Yes, it
Um,
always is.
it always is. Halo will be out this year. Um, so it'll
Mm.
be interesting to see what Battlefield's going to bring to the table. The one thing I'm hoping for, and I almost want to put money on it, but it's EA, so I'm scared to I'm gonna say yeah, it's definitely gonna happen, and put my money on it, and it doesn't come true. But I'm really hoping that they have some type of crossplay because especially
Uh,
when it comes to shooters, I think that that's something that needs to happen. You know, especially with your Fortnites having it and um, Call of Duty has it. I don't see how Battlefield can compete without it. Just to be,
yeah,
totally
absolutely.
blunt, I don't see how they can compete without it. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing what Microsoft's going to do. I'm looking forward to seeing what Nintendo's going to do.
Yes, agreed. Agreed.
And with that being said, we're coming up on the 11 o'clock hour, and we should probably get off of here and stop chewing your head, talking your ears off here. Well, I'm John, and it has always been a pleasure to talk to you guys. Um, Thank you to both of my co-hosts, Noonie and Neff.
Yes.
Couldn't do
Thank
this
you.
without you guys.
Yes. Thank you.
Anytime, anytime, and we'll see you a little bit earlier next week. I think we're gonna shoot for Wednesday. I'll definitely post something on my Twitter and let you guys know when the next time we'll be streaming here. But as always, it's been a pleasure, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Bye.
See ya.